And good Thursday morning. Welcome to episode 57 of the Inside Drive podcast. It's Thursday, so I've got my two best buddies in the studio with me. That is Jay Hendley and, of course, David Hayes. Gentlemen, how are we doing today?
You hear that? The rest of the other guests, just so you know, best buddies, that's us. I did.
Yep.
I did it anyways, I did lean in. But, hey, I'm doing great. How are you doing
I'm
today,
doing
Jay?
mighty fine.
You're
man.
looking beautiful.
Thanks,
What is this,
man.
little Nashville shirt?
Well, it's got some, what do you call those, music notes?
Yeah,
or whatever?
musical notes.
The
That's
musical
right.
notes?
You could read.
Yeah.
Can you read music, though? That's the real
That's
question.
a negative there.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Way less letters, baby.
You're looking very pacery today.
Yeah, man.
Looking good.
You
It's
know.
a sweet jersey.
Yeah, got the baby blue shorts to go with the dripping hat right there, looking like the ocean. But yeah, I had to represent Hallie because the Pacers went off last night and beat the Bulls for like their 17th win.
Yep.
So yeah, I just felt like representing.
You can't only root when they're good, right? You
gotta be there through the ups and the downs.
Jay, pants today. It's like the warmest day of the year, and you got pants on.
I was thinking the same
And the reason I
thing.
said that is because you have the baby blue shorts on, and he has navy slacks on.
Laundry, man. I have not done laundry, so
It'll get you every time.
It gets me
The thing
every
is, you got
time.
to just throw a few things in there every once in a while, and then it's not so much of a mountainous task
I know.
That's true.
I know.
coming from a guy who does all the laundry in our household. So
Yes, sir.
I gotta pick up some of the slack at some point. So
What do you use? Tide or all or what?
I use a Tide, not the pods, just regular Tide.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
those are for eating.
Yeah, that's true. They have the warning on it. That's the society we live in right now. Is please do not eat the Tide Pods. But yeah, and I try to do a small load a couple times a week, and then every Sunday I do the full on to get ready for school. But we don't have school the next 4 days, so I get a little tiny bit of a break.
Spring break too.
Good
or something?
Friday. Good
It's
Friday.
a Good Friday, and then the Monday after Easter is always a federal holiday, I guess. So
When did that happen? That's
I don't
always
know.
been like that.
I don't know if it's. I don't think it's always been like
Like
that.
we've taken God out of everything, but hey, let's make sure that we've got Friday and Monday off for the government. Y'all crazy fools.
Yeah, we just had spring
For
break
real,
a couple
though.
weeks ago, and now we have a 4-day weekend. And then Liam's only going to school 1 day next week because we're going up to Augusta for the Masters, as everybody pretty much knows at this point.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm so stoked.
Man,
Yeah,
that's
it'll be
so
fun.
cool.
It'll be fun. I just hope he understands the magnitude of it.
I don't think
will
it matters.
once he walks into through those gates, because it's
Yeah.
such a special experience when you walk out there on the number one and you just see the down and then the huge magnitude of what Augusta National is.
So cool, man.
And I haven't been up since 2015, so I'm going to see a lot of old members at the club I used to work at,
Yeah.
because I'm staying with a couple there that's members at the club.
Very
so I
nice.
appreciate them hosting us, because finding a place to stay in Augusta this time of year is impossible.
Yeah.
Unless you want to pay like $1,000 a night. But that's price gouging at its finest. We used to charge $250 a head for golf, and we normally were like a $60 golf course. We had membership too, but you make a bunch of money.
To price gouging then.
Yeah, I mean, if you weren't doing it, you were not taking advantage of the situation. But that new golf course is open now, the formerly known as the Patch. You remember that? They just redid it, and Tiger Woods, ironically, has a learning center that's going in there. But I know a few people that have been out there for their opening VIP event, and they said it's really awesome. So kudos
It's a
to
driving course.
It's
over
a
there
whole
as well?
golf. Yeah. It's a simulator golf or a simulator driving course as well. But I need to get to a couple of my sponsors here real quick, and then we'll dive into everything. The official juice of the Inside Drive podcast. What is that called?
Juicy Juice.
Juice and Sunsets.
Juice and
Oh
Sunset.
for 1.
Okay, I got you.
David's 1 for 1.
Juicy Juice, my dude.
Juicy juice. I haven't even thought about that in probably 20 years. Is it still around?
I don't know.
I would
I
imagine
don't know.
so, but it's not as good as Juice and Sunsets. You heard?
That's true. The official juice of the Inside Drive podcast. Most people, like Jay, aren't getting the vitamins and minerals, vitamins and nutrients their bodies truly need from everyday foods alone. Busy schedules, processed meals, and depleted soil make it harder than ever to fuel our bodies properly. When your body is undernourished, it can't perform at its best. Energy drops, immunity weakens, and inflammation creeps in. Fresh, nutrient-dense juices are a simple, powerful way to bridge that gap. They deliver essential vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants in a form your body can easily absorb, helping you feel better, think clearer, and make healthier choices one sip at a time. Visit Juice and Sunsets on Facebook to learn more about the juices they offer, and head over to juiceandsunsets.com to place your order for pickup or delivery. Jay, tell us a little bit about Golf Plus. Obviously, they're the best golf shop here in Panama City Beach, if not Northwest Florida. What do they have? 1 or 2 simulators there, Jay?
Do they have 2?
They do have 2.
Okay, good.
I started with that.
Dang.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
all right, you're
Upgraded.
we're 1 for 2 now. David's still 100%.
Yeah.
What
Right, 'cause
type
I
of
didn't answer.
launch
I'm
monitor
so
do they have
defeated
there, Jay?
Oh man, are you kidding me?
QLX.
Oh
The
god.
Foresight Game Changer
Okay.
2 launch monitors in both of those simulators. Do they have advanced shaft matching systems? Yes or no?
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
a totally yes.
And that's a game
totally.
changer, isn't it?
That is
Tell us why
indeed
it's
a game changer because you
Ryan.
can dial in the perfect club for your swing. Whether it's a full set of new clubs or your current set that you want to retrofit, Golf Plus can handle that for you. But it's more than just clubs, Jay. What are some of the other soft services that they offer?
Oh my goodness, you can get your clubs regripped.
Facts.
You can probably a line loft machine.
Correct.
You can,
figure
not
that one
probably,
out.
definitely.
Definitely the live
Yeah.
off machine.
You can
get
go
apparel.
in, hit on the simulator.
Yeah.
You can. With what kind of launch monitor?
Foresight.
What?
Did you say Foresight?
I did.
That's all I got. That's all I got.
The Game Changer 2 launch monitor.
Game changer too.
Yeah.
Do you need to be an advanced player to go to Golf Plus?
0. You could be a amateur,
Beginner
with
or a
50
seasoned
handicap.
player that deliver personalized, cutting edge technology and gear you can trust. So you can book your fitting or stop by today because the right equipment, what?
Right equipment belongs in your hands.
I'll give you that, but it makes all the difference on the course. Where are they located, boys?
They shops at Edgewater, 3 for 3.
There you go. You can give them a call at 850-249-2726 or visit them online at golfplusretail.com. And, of course, the Athlete of the Week is always brought to you by American Charlie's Grill and Tavern, your go-to spot right here in Panama City Beach. Whether you're catching the game on one of their 15 TVs, grabbing legendary wings, burgers, or that home-style fried chicken, American Charlie's delivers every time. Don't miss their daily happy hour from 4 to 6 and their early Eagle menu with incredible deals. Plus, military and first responders always get love with daily discounts. Swing by where, Jay?
Edgewater shop.
The shops at Edgewater, and tell them the Inside Drive sent you. That's like a half a point.
That's why he's wearing pants today. It's reverse day, okay?
Yeah, that's right. But you're always on top of it, and he's always not. No offense, Jay, but we know the truth. This week's American Charlie's
That's why
Athlete of the
we're a
Week
good
was
team.
Mosley's freshman varsity baseball player, second baseman Brantley Davidson, on 319 against Silverdale Baptist Academy. He went 4 for 4 with 5 RBIs and 1 run scored in Mosley's 14-1 win against that particular academy. Freshman,
Let's
yes.
go. Coach Lee, coach him up. Let's go.
Absolutely. And I know his dad, Daniel Davidson, I believe, is a pitching coach for Mosley as well. So I know he was super proud of his son Brantley's performance. Jay, what is Artemis 2?
Artemis 2 is the rocket that went
gonna
up
be a fun one
to
today.
the moon.
Oh, okay.
It was the Orion project, yes, the rocket that launched yesterday up into space.
And they went to Orion?
No,
That's
that
like
is
a little
yeah.
star constellation.
Yeah, that
huh?
is. Yeah, it is.
But dude, what if
That's
they
really far
get
away, though.
behind the moon and figure out that that we've never been behind the moon before? Like there may be
We haven't been behind the moon before?
Never.
What is the orbit of the moon?
Well, when
you
we
go
came back
around?
on Apollo 11, they had to use the backside of the moon to slingshot back to Earth.
So we've been around the moon then.
Yes.
That's what
Yeah.
orbit means.
Yes,
Oh.
but
Okay.
that was the failed
This is how
mission.
conspiracy theories start right here.
Absolutely. I mean, and this is kind of a borderline thing. A lot of people are kind of like, what is the goal of this particular mission, Jay? Gonna be a fun
To
show,
maybe
I think.
look at Saturn or look at Venus.
Because the moon is so close to Saturn.
To determine if Pluto is actually a planet or not.
There you go.
Oh, for real?
No.
But it sounded convincing.
They will put through it, the crew will put through its paces the Orion spacecraft life support, navigation, power systems, including manual piloting to test the maneuver capabilities. It's all to test what we can do in the future of space. And this is the first manned mission to the moon, around the moon. This 10th mission will take 4 astronauts to the moon, making its first human deep space journey in over 50 years, maybe the first, depending on what you believe, to enable sustainable exploration of the moon and Mars. It's kind of a stepping stone to see if we can eventually get to Mars. As I mentioned, they're testing critical systems. Their crewed deep space demonstration as the first crewed Artemis flight validates the safety of the SS and Orion systems for carrying humans. That was a little while ago, and now here we are in the second Artemis flight. It's a lunar flyby. The astronauts will fly around the moon and test its proximity operations, specifically maneuvering the capsule near the interim cryogenic propulsion stage, the ICPS. They're also going to gather human health data. The crew will will act as test subjects to study the physiological effects of high radiation microgravity outside the low Earth orbit, essential for future long-duration missions. International collaboration includes personnel from NASA and the Canadian Space Agency. I guess they're over the losing the gold medal in all 3 hockey competitions. Strengthening international cooperation for future lunar exploration. You've got Rick Wiseman, he's the mission commander. Victor Glover is the mission pilot. Christina Koch I think that's Koch, is the mission specialist, along with Jeremy Henson. He's the one Canadian in there. 3 Americans and 1 Canadian. I wonder how much trash talk there'll be going on in that particular flight. They're up there for a long time. Right now, the mission elapsed time is, I need to refresh this because that is not accurate. It's been a lot more than 6 hours.
Oh, so probably 6 hours plus one nap. I'd say 23 hours.
23.
Yep, that should be because it was like 5:30-ish yesterday our time.
I just threw a number out there.
Yeah, I think you're going to be pretty close, but it's not refreshing, of course.
This is interesting though.
I just think stuff like that when it happens and when we know it's actually happening is pretty.
Is this an Elon Musk thing?
No, that's a different. This is
that's
actually
SpaceX. So
yeah, this is actually
so NASA's trying to become relevant again. Not that I don't know if they have or haven't been relevant.
I think we're just trying to push the needle on really how far we can particularly go.
We're trying to be like, well, since Russia's involved in a war right now, let's go ahead and make sure that we're at the forefront
so
of this.
We're taking advantage of the situation. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that because I thought it was
cool.
Pretty darn cool. Oh, and I know Liam's, he studied Artemis 1 and now they studied Artemis 2. So he was pretty excited. I was hoping we could see it. I mean, sometimes it was too light outside when it was happening. If it would have been later on, probably would have worked. Little update. We talked about it on Tuesday. The Tiger Woods saga. His, I think this is 4th or 5th incident. We went over all the incidents on Tuesday, so I'm not going to do that
4th
again.
or 5th driving incident?
Driving incident, yep. Where he's either
The
wrecked
Grand
a
Slam.
car. Yep, yeah. He's got the Grand Slam.
Got the Grand Slam.
But anyway, he is going to. We were talking on Tuesday that he needs to go get help. He is getting the help he needs. He's going to step away for golf and he's going to do some rehab and work on his health. And the courts have allowed him to go outside the country to pursue that particular treatment and all that good stuff. So, what do you think, Jay?
Well,
I know you got some thoughts on this.
Yeah, I got thoughts on it because like I think for him to get better is he needs to be in a room with a group of people
that aren't yes men.
Yes, and so you're right. Yeah, but I think they said something about like Tiger has never said nobody's ever told Tiger no before because he's like. I mean, he's like this golf god. I mean, and I've always looked up to him, right? I mean, like, he's just why I do what I do, really. I mean, I love Tiger, but he needs the help. And
he does.
He needs it not from, he just needs to be a human being, and he needs to sit in a room with other people that are just common folk people. And I don't know if they're going to do that. I don't know if, that's how you heal, man.
Yep.
That's how you heal.
Yep. If you're around people that are just encouraging that, and that's a lot of other celebrities, Barkley, Jordan, guys like that got into some trouble. They were just always surrounded by people that were, you want to do that? Yes, go ahead, let's go do it, et cetera, et cetera.
But if you're going internationally, you're going to be if you're in with a group of people, you're going to be with people that are speaking all these different languages. Like, you're not going to be able to communicate.
There's other places in the world that speak English. Just FYI.
Yeah, but I see what you're saying though, because you're going with the focus of like, oh, this is gonna fix me, like where it's not. You're taking accountability for the ways that you messed up, and being accountable is being with a group of people who's been through the same sort of struggles.
Amen,
and so going outside of the country, like, what is that really going to do? I'm not saying that it can't. I'm just saying, like, first and foremost, my ideas on it is like, get your life right with Jesus, brother.
Yeah.
Like, get that part going, and then you'll be able to iron sharpening other iron. But there's a lot of people who've had success stories without Jesus or have used a higher power. It's humanly possible, absolutely. I'm not going to dispute that. I'm just saying there's a longer lasting side of it, and meaning eternal, when you're using Jesus with it. But yeah, I don't. The thing is everybody wants to put the Band-Aid on something rather than getting in there and doing surgery.
Yeah.
And that's the hardest part, because
right.
it seems like, it's the drinking or it's the pills, because with him it's not the drinking necessarily, right?
Pills,
we all think of that because we don't look into it as much as like what Ryan does or what you do. I just read the article the other day, and last time he blew 0.0. Like, it's the pills that come along from him having surgery. So it's like, it's not, I don't think that it registers to him as like, oh, this is bad, even though like obviously the track record would show that it is. So it's one of those things where there's a deeper root to it. And something that I didn't know that you had brought up the last time we were on the podcast was how his father pushed him. How much of a role does that play? You know, the losing his wife, how much of a role is that still playing on him? You know what I'm saying? Because you can have all of the materialistic things in the world, but the substance is what really
and that's what I was saying on Tuesday too. You could be, you know, a billionaire and have everything going for you, and you can still go down that road because pills and, you know, what are they called? Not narcotics, but opiates. They don't pass on anybody. Anybody could, regardless of your status, creed, race, whatever it may be, you're not immune from getting addicted to pills because that's what they're designed to do. Is designed to keep you going. And like you said, I like the point you mentioned. Like, it's not so bad because you're getting it because you had surgery or an accident or an injury or whatever it may be. So I think that's what's kind of slowed the opportunity to get off them and just be less mainstream, is because it all really just started from, you know, doctors prescribing it for injuries, accidents, whatever it may be, and then became such an addiction that it became on the side market too. But I'm just glad he's taking the steps to get better, because I think a healthy Tiger Woods is good for everybody, including himself as well. So obviously tough times for Mr. Woods, but hopefully
Jay's got something else to say though.
What?
I don't know. You said like you looked like you had something.
Oh no, it just becomes like when you get Tiger's age at 50, that's when you need faith in your life all throughout, you know, from day one. But when you get his day in the sunshine happened 20 years ago, and it's almost at sunset for him, and like I'm with David on it, man. He's got to find God, and he's got to find what's going to keep him going, hopefully for the next 20, 30 years.
Yep.
And being there for Charlie right now is a huge ordeal,
and his daughter, for sure.
Yeah.
What's her name?
I don't know.
Okay, Elvira. Tiger and Elvira.
Close.
Dang.
What is it? It is something.
It's with a C. It's with a C.
It's with the C?
I think. I mean,
I don't think
Charlotte.
it's with a C.
Oh, you're close. You're close. What the heck, man?
It's not with a C.
Or an S, not Savannah.
It is with an
Savannah.
S. It is Sam.
Sam.
It is Sam.
Yeah.
There we go.
Samsonite. I knew it started with an S.
Samsonite?
No, that's
Oh my God! I was about to say, does he hate her? Like what? You are my daughter. I will call you Samsonite. You will be powerful.
It's better than a boy named Sue.
I guess. How do you do?
Oh, goodness.
awesome. Anyway,
That's a Johnny Cash thing.
That's
man.
right.
it is.
That's
Yep,
right.
absolutely. Did you watch the video I sent earlier so we could talk about it?
Yeah, the umpire?
Yes.
Yes.
His name is CB Buckner.
CB. Oh, I didn't even have to watch that then. Good.
Yeah, I knew you already knew it, but I knew he had never seen it. So I was like, Everett, I have to start sending him stuff we're talking about now ahead of time, so I know he's watched it. But anyway, he missed 26 calls in that game, including 6 balls or strikes that were corrected by ABS. And then obviously that famous one is when he said the player didn't touch the bag, and he wasn't even looking at
He's looking at the ball, back behind home plate.
which is crazy. I mean, just do your job, bro. And again, I've never been an ump, so I can't really criticize too much. But 26 is insane. Yeah. But do you think he'll get disciplined? Do you think they'll take him away they haven't fired any umps, I think, since 2015. I mean, I know it's not easy and you're gonna make mistakes, but that was just blatantly awful. Like,
I mean, AI is already making these umpires lazy, or well, I don't know if it trues them up or what, but I mean,
think, in my opinion, I think it makes them try to make the right call even harder because they don't want to get embarrassed.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they'll have some corrections down the road where if it's like very close to that strike zone one way or the other, I think they'll make it not so strict right now. And I think it's actually good for the game of baseball because you're getting stuff right. What do you guys think?
I agree.
I hated it at first.
I did too.
And my thing is like if we got the strike zone right here and the ball's right here, like my thing is, oh my gosh, bro, like personal strike zones are personal for a reason. Yeah. Now here's the thing is, so it does what you said. It makes the umpires
more accountable.
Strive to, it makes them, there's more accountability there, but it strives for them to make the right call. However, after those 2 challenges, if the team does end up getting 2 wrong, watch out, buddy.
Yeah.
Because so I kind of like that aspect where now you're going to make umpires late. If you use those challenges up in the first 2 innings, boy, he might just get a little ring happy at the end of the game, and then that's going to be on y'all. But there needs to be accountability because some of this has been so bad. The CB Buckner issue, the guy should not be in the game anymore. This is like if fans are out calling your name for years, like this isn't a brand new thing with CB Buckner. This is years and years and years. He should be out of the game. The problem is, I believe it has to do with the umpires union and whatnot, and so they have to have that protection, feel protected, all of that good stuff. But the MLB should step in. CB Buckner should not be a major, like send him back. We send players down to AAA, AA, single. Send him back down. I do like the accountability aspect of it. I miss the personalization of strike zones. However, it also shows you how good these baseball players are with their eyes.
Yep.
Because they know, like,
Yep.
exactly. It's one of those things, and how like the players are right more often than what the umpire is, and why? Who gets to see the ball first? The batter does.
Yeah.
He's the first person to see it cross the plate. So it makes sense that they're on top of it. Everyone knows the strike zone, but a different vantage point when you're standing here, when your eyes here, you know what I mean? And where the strike's called from. Where's that ABS picking it up? Right there at the front of the plate. Eye level.
And does that box move with the height of the player?
From what I've noticed, it has. Like, it's pretty much a strict strike zone, but yeah, it better because the strike zone does it moves.
So it almost feels like it would be more beneficial if you were shorter.
Yeah, like a Jose Altuve or something like that. Yeah.
Jay, but they're quick reviews, though. Quick reviews.
That was part of the when they introduced it. It had to be really fast and quick. So
and they've been doing it in minor leagues for 3 years or so. So it's not very new if you've been deep into baseball.
Well, and that's what's nice is they have the minor leagues to be able to test this kind of stuff with. So by the time it goes to the actual pro league, it's not pro league, but the MLB, the highest league, it's been tested and they know how it works. Jay, what percentage of challenges so far this season do you think have resulted in an overturned call?
Overturned? I've seen quite a few, so I'm going to go 62%.
I'm going to say 89%.
You're way off. He's only off by 7.
Wow. 69.
No, the other way. 55% of challenges have resulted in an overturned call. There have been approximately 189 overturned calls and 154 confirmed calls of 343 total attempts.
So more overturned calls than confirmed calls, though.
Yes, slightly more.
Yeah, because the number 50, whatever.
Catchers have been the most successful with an overturn rate of roughly 64%. Batters have had an overturn success rate of roughly 42 to 52%. The Minnesota Twins have set early records with a high successful usage of the system. Mike Trout led all hitters with 3 successful challenges through the first 3 games, while Ronald Acuna Jr. has had the most losses.
That guy. That goes to show you kind of like the young and egotistical side of it. And also the thing that I said about the batters has been wrong too, because they're at 40%, which is less than 50. So,
but it makes sense because the catcher's seeing it framed.
Yeah.
So, some NFL news. I know that, as you mentioned this morning, Kirk Cousins went over to the Raiders. Most of his salary for 2026 is being paid by the Falcons, and then the Raiders, I think, are paying like $1.3 million.
Yep, that's exactly
and then
right.
they've got some options for the next 2 years, which I doubt would go that far.
But I love this. This is exactly and I hope that they start him. Like, don't
I think they
throw
will need
Mendoza.
to pay him that. Or to get him over, why would you not start him and help out the young quarterback?
Don't throw Mendoza to the wolves. Like, this is the Mendoza is kind of like a Kirk Cousins. You like that, you know what I mean? Like, I think Kirk Cousins could be such a mentor for Mendoza. If the Raiders play the slow game here, don't be surprised if they're like the Bears in the rebuild that they've done.
Yep, absolutely. You got to start kind of slow like that and make sure your players are...
If Mendoza's legit.
Yeah, I guess we'll find that out here. Yeah. Maybe not. Maybe we will find out next season.
Yeah, probably I'd say give it 3 years, Shoot, people still believe in J.J. McCarthy somehow, so
that's right. That. Crazy stuff up there in Minnesota. They went from Sam Darnold, who just balled out, to J.J. McCarthy. I'm sure everybody was so pissed that they let Sam Darnold go. And obviously, Tiger Woods is not the only big-time professional athlete that is currently going to rehab. Los Angeles Rams wide receiver Puka Nacua has checked into rehab. His attorney, Levi McCatherine, told the California Post on Wednesday. Last month, a woman in Los Angeles filed a lawsuit alleging he had made an unprovoked anti-Semitic statement on New Year's Eve and later bit her in the shoulder. He was in rehab a substantial period of time before any of these allegations did break, and he is scheduled to be there for a while longer, McCathers told the California Post. The lawsuit against Nakua cites gender violence, assault and battery, and negligence. Last month, McCathern said in a statement obtained by ABC News that Nakua denies the allegations in the lawsuit in the strongest possible terms, and that video evidence underscores that the plaintiff's behavior and actions are inconsistent with the allegations being made. McCathern and Nakua Matt McCathern said Nakua, those are two tough words to say back to back, said Nakua is going to rehab in an attempt to improve its overall behavior in every aspect of life. That's what I would say too. McCathern said in a statement to the NFL Network that Nakua will complete the program in plenty of time to be involved with the Rams OTAs. And then the story kind of goes on to talk a little bit more detail about that. But obviously he's in there. He's saying he wants to be in there to improve every aspect of his life. But I don't know if you check into rehab to do that, but maybe he does because he's a special kind of guy for sure.
Well, I mean that, and I think there's also
somebody wants to call in. Can somebody call in? No.
We'd have to jump around to do some stuff. Just put him on the speakerphone,
Just
bro.
put him on speakerphone.
Yeah, you could do that.
Who's it, Hef?
No, Sam, Judah.
Oh.
Do you want to? Yeah.
No, he just needs to come on the show soon.
Okay.
I'll tell him I'll reach out to him.
Okay.
Or if he's listening, tell him I'll reach out.
He's listening.
I just told him I'll reach out to you.
Yeah, there you go.
You know where? Well,
Sam
Harrison
Judah, that
Avenue.
seat's for
Just
you.
look for Nakatomi Plaza. Boom, you'll be right here. There's been some NFL rule changes that have been approved. They're eliminating the kicking teams. I know you're happy about some of these. They eliminate the kicking team incentive to intentionally kick the ball out of bounds when kicking off from the 50-yard line. It's closing a rule loophole because they got it like way far back. I don't remember exactly what that did. Modify the kickoff alignments requiring for the receiver teams to set up in the setup or to receiving team in the setup zone. So I guess they're going to allow them to set up kind of across the different areas of that particular field.
Can we do onside kicks whenever?
One of these is that, and I think I went too
I haven't looked at the
Permit
rules
the
yet.
kicking team to declare an onside kick anytime during the game.
Who cares about declaring? That's what I need y'all to get rid of. There's no sense. The onside kick should be able to happen whenever. So I need y'all to figure out a rule to do that because otherwise the element of surprise is 50% of getting a 10% opportunity.
Yep.
You know? So goodness gracious.
Maybe
NFL.
that's step one is allowing it to be at any time, and then step two will be like,
I do declare onside kicking.
That's right. That's right. You got the Frozen Four coming up here pretty soon. We talked about that on Tuesday. But you got Wisconsin and North Dakota, Michigan, and Denver. So Michigan's got their basketball team and their men's ice hockey team in the Final Four of both respective tournaments there. Believe it or not, we picked the Sweet 16 last week. Obviously, the Elite Eight was played as well. Jay Hendley had the most correct picks at 5. David, you had 4. And despite me being in first in the Inside Drive podcast bracket challenge, I only got 1 correct there, and that was Iowa. So you both got Duke. You both got UConn. You and I got Iowa. And then you guys got Arizona. And then Michigan for Jay. And then Tennessee for Jay. And then we didn't. I only got Iowa. And then you got Duke, UConn, Iowa, Arizona. And we're going to pick the Final Four right now. Jay, we'll let you go first since you had 5 correct picks in the Sweet 16.
Don't even have a clue on who's in the Final
I'm going to tell you. We knew you didn't have a clue.
Didn't have a clue.
You didn't have to tell us that.
0. Don't have a clue.
On one side of the Final Four bracket, you've got Illinois and UConn. UConn coming off that unbelievable play there. Actually, I'm going to give that more on Duke making mistakes than obviously.
Yeah,
UConn
but still to make
had
that
to make
shot,
it was
yeah,
still insane. Yeah, one of the top ones ever. Did you know about that?
I did not.
That was wild.
Yeah.
I think in one of the group chats I was in, like I forget what I was doing, but I wasn't watching the game live. And someone said, "Oh, UConn." So then I'm like going to social media to find like watching that. Duke's they had a sizable lead, right? And then just kind of
they were up by 19. At one
19,
point.
yeah. And then next thing you know, Duke's got the lead comfortably, 2-point lead, I believe. And they're inbound, a little turnover
7.6
action.
seconds left.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there was plenty of time for them to even get fouled or whatever,
Yeah,
but
they
it
didn't
wasn't
even
one
have to get
possession.
to half court because it was less than 10.
Yeah. So, but then a bad little over the head pass, turnover, UConn gets it, and dude's like probably 10 feet off of the 3-point line.
I think
like
they said it was 35 feet. that
Yeah,
he made
so-
it from.
Wow.
Boom.
The fact that you haven't seen that is just incredible.
Yeah, no. This
That's been every.
This
like,
is why I
not just
come.
seeing it
This is why I
live.
come to the show.
To catch
Bro,
up.
it's
Yeah,
kind of started
yeah,
that
yeah.
for
All
me
right, so
too,
you've
like,
got Illinois and
Christmas
UConn
present.
in the first game. I don't know if it's the first game, but in one of the games, you got Illinois or UConn.
I'll go UConn.
I'm gonna go UConn as well. I think you're gonna go Illinois, huh?
I almost have to because that's who I have in my bracket, and
Yeah.
I have a future on them as well. So I want to root for them hard. So I'm going to go with Illinois.
I think I'm rooting for Illinois. Like, I like Hurley. Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes those antics are just like, bro, like, oh, I thought we were gonna chest bump. Like, you were gonna chest bump the ref? Like, for real, bro?
He said he had his arm around him too early in the game when they were joking around.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I get it though,
I'm
right?
going to start doing that when I see people just rub my forehead against their forehead.
Chest bump? No, forehead rub.
Yep, absolutely. Jay, Michigan.
Let's do it now.
On the other side, Michigan and Arizona, 2 number 1 seeds.
Michigan,
Obviously,
Arizona.
2 of the teams that have been playing the best, this entire tournament.
Dude, what if it's Michigan, Illinois for the Big Ten championship?
It very well could. That's who I have. So
Yeah.
I don't know who would win in a Wolverine and a Wildcat. Who would win in the Wild? That's what I would like to
Depends
know.
on- It's a good
Wolverines are
question.
Kind
they're really nasty.
we need the
Are
History
they?
Channel.
Yep.
Yeah. I think a Wolverine would probably beat a Wildcat, so I'm going Michigan.
Well, think X-Men. I was almost said X Games. Think X-Men, like Wolverine's like one of the top dogs.
Yeah.
So
Got those.
Well, in Red Dawn, they were the Wolverines too. You remember that movie, Red Dawn?
I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember the name, but I never saw it.
Yeah.
I was more of a Red Dusk fan.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ironically, with Artemis 2 trying to eventually get us to Mars, talking about a red dawn, a red dusk,
Oh,
the red planet.
Oh.
All right, who you picking, David? Michigan or Arizona?
Man, I've got Arizona in the bracket. But if Michigan wins it all after they, beat Alabama gave them a much better game than what Tennessee did. So
Yep, in the first half for sure.
yeah, I don't like seeing Michigan fans that happy though. Let's go Arizona.
Ooh.
Except for you, Michigan Eddie. Hope you're doing well, brother.
Michigan Eddie, I'm sure.
He's doing good. I talked to him pretty
He
recently.
texted me the other day.
Kentley made it to the Nota Begay
saw that. She's a-
semifinalist, or I don't know. No, it's a district. I think she made it local to district, and then I think this tournament coming up
Goes to
goes to the
the
actual
one down there in not South Florida, but like Central Florida.
Yep.
I'm actually going to pick Arizona as well because I think Arizona's been playing the best in the tournament so far this year. So I've got Illinois and Arizona. You've got UConn and Michigan. David's got UConn and Arizona. Obviously, we'll see how that shapes out. But before we come back on the show, the national championship will occur as well this upcoming Monday. Also, the start of Masters Week. A great time of year right now for sports, as we talked about. NCAA baseball is ramped up big time, getting closer to the conference tournaments. NCAA softball, NHL playoffs start soon, I believe on the 19th. NBA playoffs start the same day on the 19th. MLB is rocking and rolling. The Braves, I believe, are 3-2 so far in this season. Pitching looking pretty decent. And then you've obviously got March Madness and Masters
I want to say
Week.
we're 4-2.
Yeah, that sounds right.
They might have won. Did they win last night?
Yeah, we
They-
played daytime.
Or
We won
yesterday?
5-1, but maybe it was a 2-game set with the
The athletic.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I think you're
Yeah,
four. I think it's 4-2.
Yeah, 4-2,
I think it was
yeah.
3-2 when I looked at it yesterday. Before
Yeah,
that
we played at
particular
like
game.
11:15 in the morning, so I
Gotcha.
actually got to watch all the game. Drake Baldwin is going hammer right now. Pitching staff looking decent. We did give the A's their first win of the season, but hey, how about that, dude?
Did you see that catch?
Which one?
The A's catch over the fence.
No, I didn't. I don't think I saw that one.
I didn't see it while I was watching the game because I wasn't watching the game.
Yeah.
But I saw the highlight of it.
But no, it's been a fun start to the season.
Yeah.
I think the Dodgers went down last night to the Indians. I left Gavin Williams on the bench in fantasy baseball, and he ended up pitching a gem last night. So yeah, it's been a good start to the season though. Ronald Acuna Jr. needs to pick it up though, brother.
Yeah.
Pick it up. Let's go.
Pretty much.
Be excited like you're playing for the World Baseball Classic or something. Come on.
Exactly. Ever since that MVP year, and then he got injured the next year, he's kind of hasn't come back up yet. So hopefully that'll change
Yeah.
sometime soon. Everett, I'm not going to take a break today. I'm just going to read my Panhandle ad real fast. At Panhandle Credit Union, relationships are what they are all about. Whether it's donating to a community event, sponsoring your child's sports team, They are here in the community to help us out. Check out their multiple banking products, loans, savings accounts, checking accounts, mortgages. Whatever your banking needs are, Panhandle Credit Union can handle it. Visit any branch location or head online to panhandlecu.org. All right, Jay, you start us off with the story I sent you to read. And then I've got some kind of discussionary topics. I don't know if we're going to do too many crazy stories. Just kind of some non-sports related discussionary topics.
Florida woman?
It's whatever I sent you earlier
Oh, I
today.
thought you sent me two. No. Okay. Florida woman found in a tree wearing a squirrel costume throwing acorns at police and shouting, "I am the squirrel queen."
She looks like a squirrel.
Oh
boy.
my God! Look at that picture. Oh yo.
Yeah, she kind of fits the mold for sure.
Pupils are dilated.
What's that mean?
Whatever that means.
Some sort of
Substance abuse.
altering, mind-altering substances.
Only to find her perched several. Let's see. According to authorities in Jacksonville, everybody's got family in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
I do. You do. You got family in Jacksonville?
No, I don't have any family.
What?
So everybody
Our
is
family's your
BS.
family.
Yep, that's right. Don't tell lies on the show, please.
You can't spell families without lies. Deputies.
That's a Jay quote.
That's a shirt right there, boy. Whatever happened to all of our t-shirt ideas, bro?
They just blew away in the wind.
Yeah.
Deputies were called after neighbors reported a woman behaving erratically in a residential yard, only to find her perched several feet up in a tree, dressed head to toe as a squirrel, and she wasn't coming down quietly. She goes, "I'm the squirrel queen." At first, deputies attempted to de-escalate the situation, asking her to come down safely, and she refused. According to the report, the suspect allegedly continued tossing acorns and branches while issuing what one officer described as a nature-based command. Wow.
You just needed a cat or a dog to get her out of the tree.
One neighbor says it looks like a Disney scene, but a little aggressive.
Adult Swim.
Yikes.
Oh, man. When questioned, she reportedly told officers, "This is my territory. You're trespassing." Wow.
That's what happens when you're the squirrel queen. You get your own territory.
Wow.
All right, this one is very brief as I want
She
to
needs
get
to be
into these.
denutified.
Yes, absolutely. That's good.
Oh, God.
This is from the Salina 52 truck stop. They have their own Facebook page. They said, "We are sad to announce our janitor was found alive at Buc-ee's after faking his demise to avoid working today. The janitor was immediately captured and returned to Salina 52 to scrub toilets. The candlelight vigil scheduled for this evening has been postponed." I guess not canceled, just postponed.
Postpone until a later day. Is that a real thing, or is that like the Beaver racetrack stuff that he used to?
That's a real thing. It's this particular truck
Beaver
stop.
racetrack.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. We thought it was
Legit
legit.
for a while.
We did not think it was legit.
Yes.
I did. I thought I was like
both?
until I read
Yeah.
into it. I was
Weaver
like,
Valley.
Yeah,
Speedway.
Weaver Valley. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
Yeah,
that was good. That was like AI peak before AI started becoming like, oh, I got to check everything. How many
real.
fingers does that individual have?
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, these are some different viral, funny conversation starters. Jay, we'll start with you. Most embarrassing moment you've ever had?
Oh, God, you're putting me on the spot.
Well, it's embarrassing. So
Yeah.
Huh?
it's embarrassing. What's the most embarrassing moment you've ever had?
Man,
Let's
I
talk
can't
through
be
this.
I can't be saying stuff like that
Yes, you can. This is a safe spot. There's only people watching. It's no big deal.
right now. Right now.
This is
Your most embarrassing
Yeah.
moment.
No, I have to think about it for a second because
Yeah,
I've
that
had
is-
quite a
that
few.
is a
I've had
tough
quite
one.
a few.
That's why
I
I
mean,
went to you
I'm not
first.
gonna lie. Like I've had quite a few.
I'll give you one. When you thought the capital of Tennessee was Memphis,
There you go. I mean, that was embarrassing.
bailed you out.
Yeah.
That was also my most embarrassing moment for another human being.
Oh gosh.
I'd have to think about it for a while, but I'm sure there's one.
I would say for me, probably one of the times I got knocked out, which has been a few times. I would say the most embarrassing. So, all right, it's spring break. Do we got time for this?
Yeah.
All right, so it's spring break, man, and like I used to be up and down this daggone beach on spring break when I was a youngin'. So I was probably out of high school, probably 19. Yeah, we were hey-mistering at the point in time. So I wasn't 21 at this point. So there's this chick that I'd met from Georgia, and I was walking with her to Pier Park, And this dude, we're separating. Her and her friend are going shopping. Me and my buddies are going back down to the beach. And this dude whistles at her. Now, I'm under the influence at this point. And so I'm like, bro, I don't like that. So I like walk up to his vehicle and like hit the window. All right. And then he's like, meet me down there at the beach. So, and we're right there at the pier, you know, right Pier Park. Yeah, so I go down there. Next thing you know, this dude comes walking down, and bro is like 6'4". I'm like, man, I just gotta accept this butt whooping right here. So and then he's like, all right, let me take my shirt off. I'm like, okay. And so I'm like, all right, let me take my shirt off. And then I just rush her right. And I try to get my licks in, and the next thing you know, he's on top of me. He's like, have you had enough? I'm like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, let's end this. So that's probably and there's a crowd full of people right there. So I got my butt whooped in front of a nice amount of people.
Better not this day and age, because you would have been all over the internet.
Yeah, but I was like 5 cards down from when Dak Prescott was.
Yeah, I remember you telling me.
Really?
Yeah, I was right there watching. Didn't even know it was Dak until later on. So, but I mean, it's more honorable, right, to say, like, you got jumped.
Yeah.
Rather than like I instigated
and
got
that for sure, and then got what you had coming to you, I guess.
Exactly.
I thought of one while you were
For
talking.
a girl I didn't even like know, like I mean, biblically knew, but
Yeah. I'll go, Jay, real quick. There was a pool hall right where we lived in Myrtle Beach, where me and a couple other people lived in a house all together, and we used to go there all the time. And they had $5 Ice House pitchers, and we used to play a lot of pool. Well, one day we obviously had a lot to drink, and I wasn't playing well in pool, so I got mad and I decided to walk home. And I tripped. I tried to jump over a ditch, and I jumped right into the middle of it, and I was covered in mud. So when everybody got back home, I was out there in the driveway trying to get clean. It was super embarrassing, for sure. All right, go ahead, Jay. I know you thought of one.
Yeah, no, first day as an assistant golf professional, I pooped in my pants.
I think everybody's got a story like that. So
Say what?
I think everybody has that particular story at some time in their life.
You think so?
I 100%.
yeah, but not first day of work, right?
First day,
Was this at
first
Kiowa?
shift, huh?
Is it Kiowa?
No, this was in Griffin, and and
hometown boy, hometown hero.
So then
That's
I go into the
Pride of
bathroom.
Griffin.
I go into the bathroom, and it's all over my shirt, and
Like a baby going up the back.
yeah. So I had to. There was nobody in the golf shop, so I had to go get a new shirt from the rack and put it on so I could go home, shower, whatever. And then I came back, and
they charged him for stealing.
yeah. And then my boss was like, "That'll be $45 for that FootJoy shirt." I'm like, "Dang, dude!"
That's
Like,
I would have let you have the shirt.
thank
Charged
you.
it to uniforms.
Yeah.
For sure.
But
I'm
it
going
was
to piggyback
embarrassing.
off of that, not with me, but I'm not going to mention his name or the place of business he
Can
works
we
at.
guess?
But no, it's probably nobody you know. I don't even really remember his name. But do you remember a tournament not before? I mean, it was before I left, but
I know exactly
yeah,
what are you talking
there's
about.
this guy in the I
his
believe
name?
it was the
I
Bay.
can't remember.
I believe it was the Bay Builders tournament.
Yeah.
So I'm giving a little hint onto it, but obviously people drink
It
a
was
lot
back
of
in
money
about 2012.
at golf tournaments. Yeah, I think it was like 2022,
Okay.
maybe 2023.
Yeah.
I think it was 22.
What
But
22,
anyway,
it was 22.
What course?
Bay Point.
Is that Bay Point?
yeah,
All right.
it was
What
at
time
Bay
of the year?
Point. So this guy, I guess, had way too much to drink, and he said he took a bunch of antibiotics before he came out, which I know that will mess up stuff. But anyway, he barely made it to the bathroom, and there was this trail all the way into the shower, and it was just everywhere. And then, but one of the guys, I know this guy's name, I don't know mention his name. He went and got him a new shirt and a pair of shorts. And then we had to call the next day for him to come back and pay for that stuff. And he came back, he showed his face, paid for it, and then the rest was history. But a lot of golf course stories like that, because it just booze and all that just doesn't end well in a lot of those particular moments. So.
Yeah, no.
Especially when it's those tournaments and like the booze is paid for
Yeah.
already. Like
Yeah.
those tournaments are crazy, bro. I remember the first time coming to one of those. It's like, yeah, just drink whatever you want. Like, all right, triple on you then.
Yeah. I'm surprised it's like something that we're allowed to do, so to speak.
And that there's not a limit. Like it's like cart girl comes up.
But your servers are still responsible for
Oh, yeah, no,
responsibly
absolutely.
serving you, so I hope they do that when they're doing that particular stuff. But all right, next one is worst job you've ever worked. I'll go first in this one. I did a telemarketing job in college where we had to call and ask people about their water it was nobody really wanted to talk about their water, but it paid $15 an hour at the time, and it gave me money to
What year was this, bro?
2006.
Yeah, late. So that was before you got into GM and stuff?
Yeah, that was my junior year of college. I just needed some extra cash, and they had that opportunity. So I was like, yeah, I'll make phone calls. I think it actually helped me with being able to cold call people and just call people I don't even know. So I am kind of thankful for it. But it was just so boring because you'd just be sitting there for 4 hours at a time calling one person, check them off, call them again, check them off, and nobody wanted to talk about it. I don't even remember what we were asking, but it had something to do with their water. I don't know.
What color is your water today?
I don't think we were selling it. I think we were like it was for like the city or something like that about their water quality or whatever it may be. Go ahead, Jay.
I think when I was 17, I worked at a medical book warehouse and had to drive into the city of Atlanta. And
From Griffin?
From Griffin. And so you had to deal with traffic, and then you're in this hot warehouse all day, and you're picking these medical books to ship out to hospitals, I guess. Yeah. But it was brutal. It was brutal.
Just driving from Griffin to Atlanta every day seems terrible.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was awful.
How long was that drive?
With traffic, probably an hour and 20 there and an hour and 20 back.
Yeah. It's actually less than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, in a 5-speed.
There you go.
Yeah, in a 5-speed.
Atlanta traffic.
Yeah.
David?
Pay structure wise, no.
I was gonna say, don't say it. Don't say it. Or say it.
No. We'll leave that one alone. No, I'm gonna go with actually. So it's kind of similar to yours. There was a time where I was. I forget what portion of life it was. I think it was right after. I used to have this really cool job driving a company van around. You know those at like condos and stuff, they have those advertising racks, and I would fill those up. So that was a really cool job.
That's cool.
I've had a lot of really cool jobs. But so after that, when trying to get back on my feet, it was selling like windshields. So sitting in front of the mall back in the day and like, hey, do you have car insurance? Like, you know what I mean? Do you have any chips in your windshield or whatever? I did that for like 3 days, and it was, you got paid on commission. You know what I mean? So it was one of those. So I was just like, yeah, I'm going to go find something.
Did you get a sale in those 3 days?
I don't think I did. No.
Dang.
No, I didn't. And then like they wanted to like go around door to door, and I'm like, I don't mind doing this, but when I used to do this, it was like for soul winning. Now I'm trying to get people to spend money, which it could have worked out, but that's just not the. When you're in a position of like I need money and I need it now.
Yeah.
Sometimes doing jobs like that aren't the best route to go.
No.
They sound good in theory.
They do sound good in theory. It's one of those ones that I found on Craigslist, so it was interesting because I love talking to people.
Yep. Yeah, talking to people is no issue at all.
Be calling JG Wentworth.
Yeah.
877 cash
now, baby.
Yeah. That's probably one of the most catchy jingles from a commercial of all time.
I agree.
There's some other ones too, like Safe Flight Repairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blend them.
Yep. Let's bring it all back together. All right. This one's, I don't know. I'm going to have to think about this while you're figuring out, Jay. The weirdest thing you believed as a kid, and don't say the moon landing.
Weirdest thing you believed as a kid. Well, I guess politics in general, right? Like,
that you could trust the government.
Yeah.
Weirdest thing you believed as a kid. That's tough.
It is tough.
Yeah, it is tough.
How about the strangest thing you've seen in public?
Strangest thing. Okay, strange. I think one of the craziest would be dead bodies. Like there was one time we were driving down Lisenby Avenue, and there was like, I don't know if the man was homeless or what, but he was dead right there in the bushes, and it was before the police had gotten there, but someone was standing outside reporting it, and like the lady who we were riding with, we were kids at the time, 14, 15, something like that, she was stopping to see if there, because we didn't know what was going on, but there was commotion going on, and back in those days, like it was a lot more slow. There wasn't, people would stop and actually try to help out and things like that. So that was probably one of the strangest things that I've seen.
That's a good one. I mean, not, but it's a good
answer.
Yeah. Good answer. Jay, did you come up with anything? I'm sure.
No, I mean, I think I've said it before, but the dude above me, that was he above me or below me? He was above me in my apartment, not here in Atlanta, but he died, and he was there. He was there like in his apartment for like 4 or 5 weeks, and I kept calling the leasing office, and I'm like, dude, there's something like not right. in my apartment, and it was a stench. It was a bad smell.
Decomposition.
Yeah, that was brutal.
If that ever happens to you again, call the cops, not the leasing office.
Well, it was just a bad smell. I'm like, hey, I live a clean life. Like, I Lysol stuff.
This is not me. I promise, don't charge me for this. Yeah.
Anyways.
That's good.
Yeah, crazy.
I'm trying to think of anything that crazy stuff. I mean, I've seen a few dead bodies too throughout my time driving around on the roads. One of the ones was when we first moved here. It was bike week. It was the spring bike week after the December, and there just had been an accident. The kids were in the car, and he was on the ground. And you could tell he was no longer with us, unfortunately.
As they say, what, unalived?
Yeah, unalived is what all the people say nowadays.
Is that not one of the stupidest things of like having to asterisk like the Panama City mugshots page can't like put drugs, they put rugs instead. It's like we know what it says. Like why are we altering words for what? Like why, the more that you try to hide stuff, the more I don't know. I think that we are a very stupid society. We're lazy as all get out.
Yep.
We are lazy as all get out. Can you people just take your daggum grocery carts to the place that they belong? My goodness gracious.
I will say I put mine back every time, and that kind of goes with my OCD.
Yeah, but I mean, it's sad.
It is. Just do the extra thing. Go the extra mile.
For the people who are handicapped or whatever, like, hey, y'all get the pass. But for you able-bodied people, my goodness. And then, okay.
No, go ahead, preach it.
Well, I was driving by a freaking tow truck driver yesterday. White's Towing. I'll call you out. White's Towing.
Let's go.
And you're texting,
White's
bro.
Towing's not going to be one of my sponsors ever.
but bro, the driver's texting, like, and he's like getting over into the other lane a little bit. I'm like, dog, like, you got a big truck. It's bad to be texting and driving anyways. Yeah. But like, yo, come on, man. Like that stuff is just as dangerous, in my opinion, as drinking and driving. Like,
1,000%.
You're distracted. Like,
just
yo,
as
we got to,
if not more reckless.
We got to tighten up. I don't know who the driver was, but maybe you get your guy under control. Let's go.
There you go. There
Mr.
you go. I
White.
mean, you have that. You can ask Siri. You can do all that stuff.
Hands free.
Yep. I've really tried to be as much hands free, but a lot of times when I dictate something, it does not come through the right way. So if I've ever dictated to you something, that's why, because I'm driving and I don't want to text anymore.
Yeah.
Last one from this little segment, and I'll start because I've got a lot of really weird things that instantly annoy you for no reason. Like if I have something on my car seat and I slow down and it slides off, it drives me absolutely. I have no idea why. Like if something falls out of my pocket in between the seats, it just pisses me off so much, and I have no idea why. Loud eaters too is in that for me too. I have.
Do you
whatever.
stop on the side of the road and get it? Like,
No, that's what's even worse. I don't even stop. I just either wait till I stop, which that drives me crazy too, or I try to get it. Now the one on the right, that's probably why it pisses me off more, because I can't get to it and put it back to where it goes. What about
that's
you?
that's a fair point. I mean,
I just don't know why. Like even if it's just something that falls off the seat, I like start to get really angry.
Angry is what? You get angry about it though? Like,
I mean, I don't
there's
know.
not much that bothers me. So,
Yeah.
like, like, dude.
And I'm pretty chill with most things, so
Right.
I just don't understand why
I
that
get
pisses
it.
me off so much.
So what's the question again? So I can
Just-
Something that annoys you that probably shouldn't, or something that annoys you instantly for no reason.
I think sneezing while driving annoys me.
I like that.
That's funny.
I like that. Well, that's tough because you're like,
Yeah, you like want to hold it in, but you know that you shouldn't hold in sneezes, right? Well, I guess that's the theory.
I don't know. You know, I shop a lot by myself, and so I only grab like 4 or 5 items, and I always try to be super aware of my surroundings.
Yeah.
I'm almost too aware.
Yeah.
Because I you know, if there's somebody behind me or in front of me, but like, I guess maybe just having like, you know, 2 or 3 grocery fulls of groceries, and I've got like 2 items, and like there's no situational awareness of like who's behind you or whatever, and
like let him go because they only have a couple things. Yeah,
and it happened last night. You know, I was like at the Walmart on 23rd,
and they left all 3 carts right there by their car, didn't they? Yeah, I'm gonna
find
them.
I'm gonna find them.
Sons of bitches.
Yeah.
Oh.
But just situational awareness,
lack of situational awareness.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
that's a culture thing too. For
It
sure.
really
It goes back to the
is.
laziness that David was talking about. That made me think of one thing. slow people in grocery stores, because when I go to the grocery store, I know exactly where I'm going. I've already got it planned out, and I'm trying to get there and go. And then you get somebody. It's that situational awareness as well.
Yeah.
It's like you're just hanging out there, and I'm trying to get by you, and you're just not making any kind of concessions to get by.
I'm like a slow person at the grocery store because like I got time to kill, you know. But if I notice someone is bebopping, getting there, you know, like, hey, by all means, get your thing done. I'm the same way in traffic, though. That's another thing. Let's drive the speed limit. Can we drive?
I know, David.
But I don't think that's something you shouldn't be annoyed at. I think that's
no, I know, but I'm just saying, let's drive the speed limit. Like we're
I agree.
We're getting bad around here, boy. We ain't got the room for all that mess now. Come on, dagummit.
I agree.
Hopefully, some of these new road projects will make that a little bit better.
That's true.
Maybe not. I don't know.
I'm not complaining. I'm just soapboxing right now. Okay.
Me
That's
too.
the whole point of this little session here. I'm trying to find maybe one or two more.
Yeah, we.
I know we're pushing it. We're 55. I'm gonna push this.
Well, Ever gave us a quick
a hard
start.
stop.
And he's like, "Hey boys, if y'all go over, I'm gonna start throwing rock. I'm gonna go out there and get some acorns and start throwing them at the
Start calling the Squirrel King.
I guess we didn't get into the story about the guy out there on the beach with the self-helping.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you had sent me. That's the one I was thinking of. That's the one I was thinking of. Right here in Bay County, Florida.
That's right. If you can find it, I'll let you read it.
Was it just to me or was it to?
No, it was to both. It was in that group chat.
Oh, was it?
Or whoever can find it.
But
can
it was
read
the audio call. Like that's what it was. Was the
it was just a headline of what it was, which is pretty straightforward.
No, it was the when you clicked on the link though, it was like the 911 call or whatever.
Yeah.
What do you call those?
Just read the headline, Jay.
The headline is.
That's why I said.
That's why I said Jay. But it doesn't
man
look like
was
there's any recent. Go ahead.
Messing with his who
His ding dong.
It's the first of the beast. You got the hoo-hoo and the hoo-ha.
That is true. It's kind of like Spanish. If it ends in an O, it's masculine. If it ends in an A, it's feminine.
by the pool at a beach resort right here in Panama City.
The Margaritaville one? Is that where it was? I think it was.
Just play the audio clip.
South Thomas Drive, Panama City.
Yeah, that's not.
I haven't seen a news article about that though. I mean, just like Google
Yeah, you
right
won't.
now, but
Yeah, you probably won't.
yeah. All right.
All right, we'll do a one quick hit, this or that. Jay, coffee or energy drink?
Coffee.
David?
Coffee for sure.
Yeah.
Coffee for me as well.
You can just get the best of both worlds, a coffee energy drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Text or call?
Call.
Text or call?
Depends on who, but call, you get more information taken care of.
Yeah.
Another thing that annoys me, if I text you and then you call me,
I'm bad about that.
I mean, unless you're in your car, then it's fair. Then it's fair. I'll say text for that reason.
But to this new generation, you've got to greet people before you, like, you got to greet, man.
Ryan was horrible that when we first started calling her when she got a phone, she'd just pick up the phone and sit there for a second. And they'd be like, are you going to say hello?
Greet.
Oh, they just
greet.
They just answer the phone.
They just like.
I mean, dude, I will walk around and say good morning, and dude, I get nothing.
Yep.
Like I get nothing from nobody.
See, I feel like, but I don't talk to a bunch of the young kids, I guess, because like out and about, but there's a lot of old people who just like stare at you, and it's like, come on, man.
Please,
say hello.
I wave at everybody because of being in the golf business for so long, riding around on a golf cart. You always wave when you're driving by.
Yeah.
Nobody ever waves back though.
I think it's the beach side. This us town side. I think we got some niceness,
some
hospitality.
Yeah. Netflix or YouTube? You can just say neither because we know.
YouTube.
I'd say Netflix just because I like their docs. Early bird or night owl?
Early bird by far.
Yeah.
What does early bird consist of? Like what time?
Up before 7.
Okay, I'm a night owl. Well, bro, I didn't go to sleep last night till like 4. So
yeah, I'm a early bird by far. I can't make it past. I'll be asleep by 9:30.
I don't get off work till 10. So
yeah,
it's true. You gotta Beach or mountains?
Mountains, by far.
Live beach, mountains visit.
Right? It's kind of a tough one for us because we're at the beach. Mm-hmm. I mean, if I wasn't at the beach, I'd probably say beach, but because I'm at the beach, I'll say mountains.
Yeah.
iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
Yep.
Easy. If you got a green, don't even you better call me if you got green in your text messages. Your phone better be dead if you're texting me with green messages.
That's right.
I create a lot of group texts for my teams and stuff like that, and like it'll be going in fine, and then you have one Android, and the rest is
you can't even delete the group chat after that, man. It's like you're just stuck with
people or remove people when there's an Android in there.
Like, come on, man.
There should be some kind of setting on the iPhone that accounts for the Android folk. Sweet or salty?
Ooh, mix.
I'll say salty by far.
But if we have to choose salty,
There you go. Hoodie or polo? I'd say hoodie in my current life stage.
Yeah, hoodie.
As he's wearing a polo.
What season are we in?
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, right? Like, because if it's polo 90% of the time, especially today's golf polos, but hoodies are way more comfortable.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would prefer a hoodie for sure, especially having to wear polos my entire life.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of us work out, but if you did morning or night.
Morning.
Midday. That's when I do push-ups and pull-ups and whatnot. I've been paying for a gym membership for like 8 years, but I just don't ever go.
If you're still doing it at home, though, then that counts, right?
Yeah, no. It is Planet Fitness, so it's like, it's 20. I'm grandfathered into like $21 a month. That's how long. Like, I got my Planet Fitness membership at the mall. That's how long ago it was. It was pre-Hurricane Michael.
Wow.
So actually, how long is that? Like 8 years?
Yeah.
But bro, like if you sign up now, it's like $27.99 plus like $100 fee or whatever. Like I pay $40. So my thing is like pay for it in the long run because eventually I'll start going, right?
Yeah.
But if you never go,
like
now you've spent all that money.
Well, yeah, no doubt. But I go like once a year, so I try to wait till after the people who's already broken their New Year's resolutions, you know, and then I get in there and do some stuff, and you know,
all right,
boom, baby.
I mean, didn't Herschel Walker just do push-ups and sit-ups?
You know, that's he's built different, as the kids would say.
Yeah,
he is different. I mean, he really is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Before I know Everett needs us to get out of here. So Firefly, looking for unforgettable dining experience on Florida's Gulf Coast. Welcome to Firefly in Panama City Beach. And I also want to thank them for donating a $100 gift card to our bracket challenge winner for the Inside Drive. So I appreciate them doing that. Whether you're celebrating a special night out or just want phenomenal food with a seaside vibe, Firefly delivers. From award-winning fresh Gulf seafood and perfectly seared steaks to a world-class sushi bar and signature cocktails, every dish is crafted with passion and flair. Step inside and you'll find an atmosphere that's warm, welcoming, and refined, ideal for date night celebrations or simply savoring an evening with friends. With an ever-evolving menu and dedicated service staff, Firefly is more than dinner. It's an experience. Make your reservation today and taste why Firefly is one of the top dining destinations in all of Northwest Florida. Visit their menu online, enjoy coastal favorites, and become part of the tradition. Firefly, located in the shops of Edgewater. Book now at fireflypcb.com and dine with distinction. And then before we finish up here on the Inside Drive podcast, we've got to shout out one of our newest sponsors. That is the Back Nine in Panama City Beach. If you love golf, this place will be unreal. They will have future tense because they're not open yet. They will have state-of-the-art golf simulators where you can play some of the most iconic courses in the world and get real-time data on your golf swing. The best part, they will be open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you can grind on your game anytime you want. Even better, on sale now, their memberships. They come with unlimited tee times, 24-hour access. Bring your friends, discounts on merch and events. Founding memberships are currently on sale, which include lifetime discounts. Rain or shine, day or night, Back Nine is a spot to go play golf. Go find the Back Nine PCB on Facebook or head to theback9golf.com/Panama City Beach, Florida, and book your bay in the future. Soft opening is scheduled for April 6th, located in Magnolia Plaza off of Navy Boulevard next to Publix. Join now and be part of the new way to play golf. Jay, David, appreciate you guys coming as always.
Yes, sir.
Jay, one quick shout out about golfwithjay.com and, of course, the fairway, inflatable fairway as well before we get out of here.
Yeah. Book a golf lesson, golfwithjay.com. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right.
Plugged up, baby.
Plugged up.
Jesus loves you, so do I.
There you go. There
Happy
you go,
Easter.
guys. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the Final Four and the National Championship. We'll be back on Tuesday. Appreciate you tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, follow all of our podcast channels, Apple, Spotify, Audible, whatever it might be. The Inside Drive is there. Appreciate you tuning in. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Tuesday.